Apollo can't come in for this, sorry. Review of the meeting. We're behind on like some admin stuff, but overall we're doing fine. You know, the business is still. I mean, like, okay. So what are the metrics that tell me we're doing fine? We have enough work to be booked out for around 2 weeks, which gives us ample, you know, if we just create all our work orders and get organized, I can basically then just go and sell. If people can execute, you know, hopefully with minimal issues or minimal issues that can be handled by the office that won't interrupt me, I can continue to sell, set up, organize, and then get us booked out further and further. You know, it's kind of a game of cat and mouse of keeping yourself fed with high quality jobs that are paying you what you want to make. So that's, you know, we're in the, you know, you go through peaks and troughs where you sell a lot, and then you go through troughs where you don't sell as much. We're kind of like coming out of a trough a little bit because I haven't been selling a lot for the past 2 weeks, but now we're picking up steam, so it's good. I'm like, do you see any gutter falling down, Apollo? And he says, I don't know what gutter is, so that's funny. This is gutter. This is a downspout. When it rains, a lot of water comes off of your roof because you think the whole surface area of the roof all gets funneled off in a line off the edge. The gutter catches the water, prevents it from destroying your bushes and flooding your house, and then it comes down this downspout and then gets shot out wherever you choose to shoot it out. So right here, they got these pipes that shoot it out that way, then it runs downhill out to the street to the drainage system. If you don't have gutter on your house, you can get, I mean, a plethora of issues. We see so much. We see like people get water coming in through the side of their house because the water just drips down and comes in because the side of your house isn't necessarily impervious to water. They'll get huge landscaping issues. They can get back flooding issues. If you have any back pitch areas that where water settles and comes up against your doors, you can get water intrusion. Really, in Florida, gutters are kind of a must-have. And then you run into obviously the tree issues. If you have a tree that sheds a lot of leaves, especially in the fall, you get issues with your gutters getting clogged. So that's why we also install leaf protection, which is basically a screen that goes over top of the gutters. The leaves come down off of it, get washed off by the rain, and the water goes down through the mesh into the gutter. So pretty smart. But right now, what we're looking for is we got a call, and this is actually a service, I didn't realize this, but apparently we've done all this gutter in this whole community, and some of it's falling down or something like that, so we're trying to figure out what the issue is so that we can hopefully get it resolved. Hashtag customer service. So the issue, like remember how we were saying before, if you have trees over the gutter that are shedding out a lot of leaves, you need to put leaf protection. The gutter basically was not working at all. It was just filling up and spilling back over the back side of it because the downspouts were clogged with leaves. Now, when we installed this gutter, we gave them a price for leaf protection in the appropriate places because you know you don't need it everywhere, but wherever there's a big tree overhanging the roof, it's a good idea to do leaf protection, and they didn't do it. And now they've got a call about somebody complaining about their gutters overflowing and not draining properly. and we'll clean it out for this service call, but in the future, you're either gonna have to pay somebody to clean it out or pay us to put leaf protection on it. So that's the, you know, remodeling is kind of like that sometimes. Like either you do it right the first time or you don't do it right the way that the person recommends, because, you know, there's budgets and stuff like that. But eventually you wind up having to do it typically to the way that the installers recommend. Yep, they got to do the leaf protection or else it's just gonna keep happening over and over again.
You gotta get leaf protection up here now.
We do if they include it in the job, but they didn't want to do it for, you know, they didn't do it on this job. So it's scary to be in these places because it's scary to come into these homeowners associations time-wise, because everybody thinks that you're like the association, and we're not. We're hired by them to do like one thing, and then they're like, oh, this and this and this and this, which is fine, but it's not, you can't upsell. Like the association has to call us proactively and say, hey, do this. And that's a part of keeping a good relationship with them. We can't be upselling shit and then billing them for it. Some people think you can do that. Not really how it works. Yeah, estimate for a lady who bought a house as an investment. And actually, this is kind of nice back here. Weird. And she wants to flip it, but she needs a contractor to do the work. So we're looking at potentially doing the work and partnering with her and splitting the profits. So we will see. This tree ate this fence. Look at it. It literally ate it. The fence is inside the tree. Nature, bro. Nature. Extreme. Next time on Home Love Construction, extreme nature. Venus tree trap. Yeah, it literally grew through it. Literally, it ate it. And the tree doesn't give a shit either. Yeah, tree doesn't give a shit. Dude, that is in the tree. Good. It's a multitude of things. The biggest issue is that low spot in the floor. So the low spots in the floor where we put flooring over existing tile, which is fine. But anywhere where there wasn't tile, we had to fill with concrete, right? Because you can't walk, it has to be something solid. You can't walk on soft stuff. So concrete cures continuously for the first 30 days, for its whole life. For the first 30 days, it puts out most of the moisture, especially in the first 24 hours. We waited around 36 to 48 hours before there was any flooring down on the wet concrete. So it had 2 days to expel moisture. But the little bit that it had left has still been expelling under that floor. The floor is a vinyl floor with cork on the back, so it can get wet, it's fine. But we had to pull it up because it was a spot that was not filled. So now the homeowner has seen where it's wet underneath and is now concerned that the flooring is ruined, blah, 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 doesn't understand building products. It's fine. It's really not a big deal. So what I'm good at is not allowing my emotions to run away with me. So we're going over there to just solve the problem and move on with our lives, because, I mean, it's really not the end of the world. So somebody's got to lay down the law, Apollo. Apparently I'm the only one that can do it. Apollo can't come in for this. Sorry. What's up, Ronnie?
Yeah, what's up, brother?
What? Save you? Can't save anybody from incompetence, unfortunately. What?
After 7 years, Bradley has returned.
Yep. What happened was misunderstanding, as always. The customer just didn't understand that concrete is always putting out moisture. When you install a cork back vinyl floor, it can take moisture and it's gonna naturally suck up. When you put something dry on concrete, it wicks all of the moisture off the top of the concrete right away. But the fact that it can wick from the concrete means that it will wick itself, and the moisture will get distributed throughout the floor. Things can get wet. They just can't get wet and stay wet past a certain point, or then they start deteriorating. Whoops. Then they start deteriorating and you get mold. So because that would have wicked itself out over the several thousand square feet that we put down, it would not have been an issue. But the customer's not comfortable with it, so it's fine. We're actually, it's a good, we can find a little solution to it. We're just gonna put a vapor barrier down, just a 4mm plastic, which is acceptable by most manufacturers. This one actually doesn't require one, but we're gonna put it down anyways, and everybody's happy. So, and it's really just, it needed to be explained in person, see what was going on, and fixed. So now it's fixed. We are now headed to my BNI Power Team meeting at the Cypress Island Golf Club. If you want to meet a badass group of people who network and do business together, come to my BNI, come as a visitor. We'll be happy to have you. Meet on Thursdays at 7 a.m. Apollo just said, what a day. And it was quite a day. We went and did estimates. We talked about Leaf Guard. We dealt with customers who had issues and completely satisfied everyone we dealt with. If you'd like to be satisfied by Home Love Construction, hire us to complete your remodel of your kitchen, bathroom, or room addition. We also do impact doors and windows. Also, if you'd like a free Audible trial, there'll be a link in the description.
Hell yeah.
Audiblefreetrial.com/dysfunction. I don't know if that's what it is.
You're close enough.
Close enough. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's balling. We're balling at this point. We're like 18 episodes in? I think this is 17 or 18.
This is 17.
17 episodes in. We're crushing it. Over the 4th, I'm going to do more selfie style videos like that, self-help kind of stuff. I'll get real into it. We'll video Family Day. You'll get to see that. We're rolling. So subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Tampa Brad. Apollo for the lower third in. Throw a couple ding, ding, ding. Throw them in there. And I'll see you in the next vid. Peace.